right, guys, let's rock and roll. Jones bullshit back at it again here tonight. We are going to be racing out of Japan, so these guys will be ready to fire them off here tonight. We're ready to kick them off. Got Robert Ballard Jr. in the booth here with us tonight. Looking at your starting lineup here, we got Rusty out front, Andrew there in the 2, the 3 of Jones, Joshua back there in that number 4 spot, the 5 of Hayden, the 6 going to Lucas, and Joseph going to make his appearance in the P7 spot here tonight. Take a look at some of the race conditions. 81 degrees, 68% humidity, cloudy, and 4-mile-an-hour winds. Big thanks again to Jones for having us on board here tonight with all these awesome drivers that they have out here tonight. I'm excited for this one. How about you, Robert Ballard Jr. in the booth with us?
I am excited for this race. It's going to be one heck of a race tonight.
Awesome. We got these drivers ready to go and line up at the iconic OKAYAMA Speedway International. We're in Japan, folks, so it's going to be awesome to see how these drivers work out here tonight. Big shout out again to Rusty for taking that pole. He'll try to go back-to-back, pick up the huge win last week, and see if he can do it again here by starting out in that P1 spot. He's going to have Thornton there. Thornton finished 4th last week. He was able to try to get himself up here. It's a great qualifier run from all these drivers here, Robert, as we're getting ready to let them loose here.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be one heck of a race tonight. They got a lot of challenges to go through tonight. I think 18 turns tonight. This is a long track.
Absolutely, as we wait for these drivers to get them warmed up and ready to go. Some notable guys out here. Matt Hayden qualified in the number 5 spot. He finished 3rd last week, so looks like it's going to be an exciting run for all these drivers out here. Jarrett Lucas, he's out here tonight. He's in the number 6 spot here, so he'll try to bring it home. He finished 2nd last week, so a lot of drivers last week ready to go as we're getting ready to let them loose here. Here we go, Robert. Let's get ready.
We're going green.
Green flag, green flag.
Flag out. Great start from all the drivers, and Hayden getting a really good run there up to the P3 spot already as we dip down into turn number 1 side by side. He races with Jones going into turn number 4 already. Your leader, Rusty, coming at you, folks, right there. Right at your screen. Thornton back here in that number 2 spot. Hayden in the 3. Digging his way around. There's Jones right behind him. Jones trying to put the pressure on Hayden. Hayden not having any of it right now. Single file for your whole field right now. But Rusty laying down a pretty good pace here early, Robert.
Oh yeah, he's running his pace tonight. He's on the ball with his qualifying. He was doing good in qualifying. I have a bet he could win the race, but he's just hitting it, his marks. He's just making sure he's hitting in his right corners and everything, make sure his braking's properly. He's just running his race clean.
Absolutely, as we've seen Joan able to make the pass there on Hayden. Hayden back to the 4 spot right now. There's Joshua back there, Jarrett, and Joseph making his way around in the back of the pack here in the number 7 spot. But right now, Rusty out to a good-sized lead here. Thornton going to try to chase him down. Hayden getting a little bit loose and got one around back here. Jarrett Lucas getting tangled up there with Joshua, it looks like. So he'll get that machine wrapped back around and ready to go here tonight. Right now, Rusty coming back around. We'll put up the track map here for you, folks. We normally don't put it up, but we'll stick it up as you guys can see these beautiful turns here tonight as Jones goes off the track. Back there in the back, he's able to redeem himself, and we'll take a quick look here at Jones going off the track back here for you here. Here we go. Take a look at this right here. Gets up here just a little hot, Robert.
Oh yeah, he missed his braking zone there. Luckily he could be able to save it through that gravel pit right there.
Yeah, he's able to save it back to live racing action. Rusty out front right now. Your 6 spot back there, you see it. That's Mr. Lucas. He's back there. He's got a long way to go to catch these boys back up front. Your 7th place driver, Joseph, in the pits down there at the bottom of that map you see there. But right now you see everybody screaming down into the corners here. These guys are picking speeds up of what, maybe 150, 160 miles an hour down that long straightaway down the back here?
Oh yeah, the back straightaway and the front stretch, they're about hitting about 120, 130, almost.
All right, we're going to keep an eye on that next time to go by. And look at that right there. Keep an eye on it. Thornton going off the track there. He's able to get it going there. It's Matt Hayden moving up to the number 2 spot here. Rusty still your leader right now, just trying to hang on. 14 laps left to go, making 13 this time by. Lucas off the track again back there. He'll get it straightened back out. And Joshua, same way. Thornton trying to put the pressure on Jones. Jones in that P3 spot. But Hayden right now trying to bring it home here tonight. Like I said, finished 3rd last week. He's already up to P2 here tonight, Robert. He's putting on quite a show here.
Oh yeah, he is running his laps here. He's doing good. He's has a good contention right now. He's just braking, make sure he's hitting his right line, everything like that. He is one of the best racers I've seen on this track in a long time.
Absolutely, and we'll take a look and try to get some of these speeds up here for you folks. And when they come down this backstretch here, we're going to try to get the speed cam working here. Let's watch the speed he picks up right here. The bottom right of your screen, you're not going to be able to see it there, but I got it on my screen here. He's up to 155 going down that backstretch right there, and he has to come all the way down to 46 miles an hour. So braking zone there at a premium tonight, Robert.
Oh yeah, definitely. The braking there, you have to brake a lot in turn 1 on these road courses. Without that, you'll overshoot the turn and be in that tire barrier.
Absolutely. Jones Bullshit back at it here again tonight. If you guys are looking for a great league to get involved with, check out Jones Bullshit Racing. They will take care of you. They race all types of stuff here. All right, as you see Thornton right there, and Jones getting a little loose with it. He's going to give that spot to Thornton. About had the camera right on the money there. So Jones gets a little loose. He's back to the 4. Joshua Dube up there and working in the 5 spot. Jared in the 6, and Joseph back out of the pits in that number 7 spot. So a lot of racing still left to go here tonight, but with 12 laps left to go. Rusty right now, Robert, he's putting on a very, very good show here. Got the car balanced out pretty nice. His braking points look to be right on par. We're going to jump into cockpit as you give me a breakdown of what you're seeing from him so far.
Well, in this turn right here, you can see by his RPMs, he's starting to get off the throttle there and use a little brake. On these straightaways, he's using a lot of throttle through the straightaways. When he's coming up into this next turn, you're going to be seeing a lot of his RPMs drop because he's going to be on the brake heavily. Like right here, he feathers the throttle for a little bit, then he's downshifting and getting into his braking zones here. Right here, he's basically just braking. Throughout the rest of the turns, he's braking, but once he's up on the straightaway, he's upshifting, then he's downshifting when it comes up to the downshifting in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking like a awesome work he's putting in here tonight, man. He's got this thing figured out, and he's really, it's a masterpiece to see once guys get it going like he's doing here tonight. Aiden back here also. He's been running really well lately in the series also, so he finds himself currently in the P2 spot, and there's nothing more than being better than being on the podium and giving them great sponsors on the side of their car the shout out they deserve. All right.
Definitely.
Joshua off the track there. He's able to get it straightened back out. We'll take a quick look here while we got a little time here to check out what happened to Josh here. Gets in there and gives it the old loop-de-loop, Robert.
Yep, the old loop-de-loop. It happens.
Happens to the best of us right now. Rusty got that gap out. Gapping these boys almost over 2.5 seconds right now as he's going to fly back down that huge backstretch here. OKAYAMA, one of the most famous and iconic tracks in Japan. These boys are putting on a show here tonight as we got Thornton off the track. Let's take a second here and jump back and see what happened to Thornton here as we got a second here. Let's go. Thornton coming in hot, boys. Watch out!
Holy Jesus.
Oh my God, he came in there fast right there. So Thornton off the track in that one, but he's able to keep it rolling. Matt Hayden still in that 2 spot right now, trying to chase down Rusty. And Jones having a good night here too. He's keeping it there in the P3 spot. That's where he qualified tonight, Rusty. Or excuse me, Robert. He's definitely got it rolling.
Oh, definitely. He's running pretty good on this track here tonight.
Yeah, same way with Rusty. Like I said, Rusty picked up the win last week, and he was doing dominating performance here tonight so far with 10 laps left to go. He's rolling away with it here right now. Rusty won last week. He's looking good here. You got Matt Hayden, who finished 3rd last week. He's right now currently sitting in the P2. Lucas last week, he was in that number 2 spot. He's currently in the 6th. And Thornton, he was your number 4th driver, and now he's still sitting in the 4th spot. So another week, another track, and hey, the same cream rises to the top, Robert.
Oh, definitely. Hell, this track opened up in 1990 it was just a private track for rich people, so it turned out to be a really good track, and they started hosting public races.
Oh, absolutely awesome track here. It's a very iconic track here in Japan, so definitely no longer have to be filthy rich to be able to race here. You just show up and run, eh?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, taking a look back here. Jones in that P3 spot right now. Thornton moving his way up. He's in the number 4 spot. Joshua now into the 5. Luke is working his way up. As you see, your number 1 driver there on that mini map to the right of your screen. Giving you some details about where these drivers are at and where we got the camera. We're looking at the number 6 car right now. Camera's locked on Jarrett Lucas right now as he makes his way through these tight turns here. A lot of elevation change here on this track as we got Rusty off the track here. Let's take a look and see what happened to Rusty. Pull it up here. Here's Rusty. He was your leader over 2.5 seconds. Here we go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you hate to see that. Hayden, now your new leader. He had to sit there and wait for quite a while to make sure he was clear to go, but Matt Hayden, your new leader out here, Robert. What a huge mistake that was from Rusty, as we were just talking about how great his line was here tonight.
Oh, yeah, he must have downshifted a little too fast. That happens in these cars a lot. Mostly a lot of these open wheel cars. If you downshift, even the next gen Cup cars, if you downshift so fast on a road course, you will spin those back tires out.
Absolutely. Now he's going to have to try to play catch-up. Now, Rusty is the kind of driver that can work his way back up to the front, but Hayden's also the type of driver, once you give him a little bit of room, he's able to maintain that positivity, and he may be able just to continue this out here. But Rusty's going to have to get something going here as they come by this time with 8 laps left to go here. Okayama going crazy right now. Team Japan. Robert, I tell you, they're all cheering for Matt Hayden right now to bring that Red Bull machine home tonight.
Oh yeah, they waited for Modesty to make a mistake. He made his mistake. Now they're just figuring out, okay, we just got to run our race. We got to run our line. We got to make sure we can hold it until the end of the race.
Absolutely. So we jump on top here in the capsule at TimeLLC.com. Helmet cam riding right on top here with your leader. You see him rolling right now, and he's doing a great thing right now. He's keeping that lead out to a good 6 seconds. Awesome looking shot right here.
Oh yeah, he is running his line. He's downshifting here in the corners. He is braking properly. I don't see him making a mistake anytime soon.
Absolutely. Thanks again, CapsuleTimeLLC.com, for this beautiful shot there tonight as we take it back to the camera shot. There's Rusty back there trying to get himself back into the best shape he can. Thornton also, he's back in the 4. Joshua, Joseph, and Jarrett Lucas all in the mix here tonight. As you see Jarrett having to come down the pits here. Robert, break down the news here. What's going on with that machine?
Doesn't look like he has any damage. He might be just coming in and be like, yeah, I just want to try to get some fresher tires, and maybe that'll help me a little bit. Hopefully he can get out before the leaders come back around, because if the leaders come back around when he's in the pits, he's going to go a lap down here.
Absolutely. As you see the leader here working that bottom of your right side of your screen here, that map there, you see the leader in the number 1 machine there with the green circle around him, working his way back up to the lap car, the 7 in the pits right now. That looks like he will throw him a lap down. So Jarrett Lucas is going to go a lap down here tonight. So unfortunate for him. Hopefully he'll be able to get that machine back out and rolling. And hey, don't look now, but Rusty's got the gap down by a whole nother second here, Robert.
He is gaining on him. After spinning out there, just running his line the way he is running it, he might be cooling his tires down a little bit and getting a little bit more speed to get on Hayden's bumper and try to get around him.
Absolutely, but right now, Matt Hayden, your leader, he's up 4 spots from where he qualified. Got this thing rolling here. This beautiful facility, once again, located. What part of Japan is this at here, Robert? What part of it?
It's down there in Okayama, Japan.
Okayama.
Yep.
All right, well, there you have it. So it's going to be egg rolls for everybody here tonight, eh?
Egg rolls are actually from China, not Japan.
Well, you know.
Teriyaki is from Japan.
Teriyaki. We'll take some teriyaki for everybody tonight. On our egg roll, buddy. How about that? All right, Matt Hayden, he's going to be dumping Red Bull over everything he eats tonight. He's doing a fantastic job, and that gap is closing. I mean, like I said, Rusty's coming. We're going to take a second here, jump inside the cockpit with Rusty as he slams it down the backstretch here. Watch. Oh, he's working his way right now, getting ready to come back up to the front stretch here. See if we're going to be able to see Hayden in his sights here. Oh, I seen him for a second right there, Robert.
Oh, yeah, he is gaining some time on Hayden here. A little mistake right there. It's going to cost him a little bit of time, but he is gaining his gap. He's making the gap smaller on him.
Absolutely. working that thing like a true G he is right now, closing the gap and bringing it home. You got Jones back there in that P3 spot. Joshua there in the 4. Andrew back here in the 5. Joseph in the 6. And Jarrett. Oh, hold on to it. Oh,
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
oh man, what a break right there for him. My God, that was rough. Oh man, he got out there in the marbles, and next thing you knew, it was game over for him with 6 laps left to go here. The Red Bull of Hayden looking fantastic, but Rusty is a coming, Robert. I can't say it enough. Don't look back, Hayden. He's right there.
If he could set himself up for a last lap pass, like right before the finish line, this might be a close finish tonight.
Right on the backside here in that Capsule Time LLC.com gearbox cam. Looking back from Hayden's car, seeing if we can see Rusty. And right there he is, just a flicker of him right here. You're going to get a really good shot of him here. Just a second as he creeps around the corner here. So, hey, what is that feeling like as a driver when you look back in your mirror and you know the guy behind you is probably just a little bit more faster? Are you getting on the pedal a little quicker or a little sooner?
Dude, I think we had
You start focusing on the person behind you that's going to mess the race up. I've had it where I was P1, I had P2 directly behind me. You just got to try to throw your blocks the right way and try not to wreck them, and try not to wreck yourself, and try to focus on your race in front of you instead of behind you, because you may have a lap car in front of you and it could cost you the race if you think about the guy behind you.
Here we go right here, getting into the corner to go. Oh, they made contact, 31. Oh, he's on a ride of his life. Oh my God, that is horrendous right there. You hate to see it. Oh man, what a shot that was right there. Doobie going for a ride here. Let's jump inside the cockpit with this man as he feels the wrath. He's getting ready to go airborne, folks. Hold on, here we go.
What we call that in a racing moment, we call that the Wii moment.
Oh man, what a shot right there. Man, at least he landed it. So great work there. As Hayden still your leader with 5 laps left to go. My, oh my, Joshua not going to be too happy about that one after this. Might be seeing him over there in the trailer afterwards, but right now, Hayden your leader, trying to hold off Rusty. Rusty's got it to under 3 seconds. 5 laps left to go. Make it 4 this time by. Exciting race finish this is going to be here, Robert, with these top 2 drivers.
They're going to be close. If Modesty can get around the back of Hayden, he can try to make him a little bit to make him cause a mistake and get around him, or he may have to throw a lap.
There's the mistake right there. Your first place driver went out, and the second place driver just hit him. Rusty just ran into Hayden. Hayden just crashed. Let's rewind it back here for you folks. Here we go. Watch this. That's your leader. Getting loose. Hold on to it.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
That's bad
Oh.
right there.
Oh my God, what a shot right there.
Okay, what happened to you two?
My oh my. So Hayden gets loose with it right there. Rusty just, man, I tell you, that's a tough one right there.
He's got some damage.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage. That might cost him for his race right there. But Hayden able to survive.
All of a sudden, I'm up here with you guys. I was just running my race.
He's got some front wing damage, but you see who else slipped up there. Look at that right there. There's Jonesy making his way up to the number 2 spot here. Rusty falling back to the 3. He's got tons of damage to that machine there, Robert.
Yeah, the way he's driving looks like he has some wheel damage there, and yep, he's off the track into the wall there.
Yes, his night is done there. Tough break for Rusty. He's not going to be able to survive this one. That's going to be a tough break after picking up a big win last week, and he was on the prowl back here again. Hayden just got loose with it. Honest mistakes happen. Hayden got loose, and second place kind of ran into him there. Nowhere to go. Nobody at fault, so it's just a racing deal. And unfortunately for Rusty, he took the rough end of that one here tonight. So Rusty did enter the pits here, and that's probably where you'll see him sit for the rest of this race. As Matt Hayden, your leader right now, Jones in that 2 spot, and Thornton's going to catch back up here. He will eventually be your 3rd place driver because he's going to go in there. But maybe Rusty's going to go in and grab that fast repair, and maybe he'll come back out. We'll see what's going to happen. But right now, he's getting ready to give up that P3 spot to Thornton here next time by.
And it looks like he's may get out of the pits, may not. Depends on how much fast they come around. He could get out of the pits before that happens, but he may give up his P3 to Thornton.
Absolutely, as Jones is on the prowl right now, and there you go. Thornton going to go ahead and move himself into the P3 spot here tonight after finishing 4th last week, moving himself into the podium here. And unfortunately, it's a tough break for the 4 machine, or excuse me, of Rusty there. But, you know, hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And right now, Thornton found himself on the upside of lucky here tonight, Robert.
Oh, yeah, he found himself there in the bad situation. There's nowhere he could go. The way Hayden spun out there, there was nowhere for him to go.
Absolutely, as we got 2 more laps left around the beautiful facility here in Japan. These boys are getting it done. Team Red Bull looking to be dumping that shit all over themselves after this one here tonight. Awesome looking race so far these boys have put on. Jonesy back here in that number 2 spot. And Thornton moving his way around. And Jones loses it right here. It's going to be some time made up here. Oh, my God. Look at that right there. Thornton trying to get up here and close that gap. Now, he's a long way away as you look at your map here on your screen. 3rd place to 2nd place, almost a half a track. But the mistake there made by Jones is going to allow a little bit of time to be made up there. But we're coming to the white flag this time by. I want to say it's Matt Hayden's race to win right now, Robert.
Yeah, it's looking like it's his race to win unless he screws up and plows the wall where he can't. He has to tow in. That's the only way he can lose it here tonight.
Absolutely, as he's going to be coming back around here. 4 more turns before he gets to the front stretch here in that white flag, throwing it out here in the air tonight. It's been an awesome race here. Again, big thanks to Jones Bullshit Racing for having us come on board here, be a part of this league and broadcasting. We do it on Sunday and we do it on Wednesday, so it's a pleasure to be here. Big thanks again to Edwards Racing Setups. If you need setups for iRacing, check them out and get with Edwards Racing Setups. So, white flag out this time by Matt Hayden has been the class act here all night long. Him and Rusty have had their battles. Rusty was coming back here, a little breakdown here, and Hayden got loose. Rusty ended up running into him. Accidents happened. Rusty had to go to the pits and put Jones up to the P2 spot. Thornton moved to the 3, and the rest is history, Robert, as we got about 16 left turns here to go.
Yep, definitely. It's one heck of a race tonight. They raced a race here. Rusty had that issue right there, ran into him. It was just hard. Looks like Hayden is able to handle the damage. He doesn't have that much damage, so looks like he's going to be picking up P1 tonight.
Absolutely, and you'll see your drivers right now. They're going to be making their way around here, moving them up. We're going to get these guys over here for some post-race interviews here tonight, right after this one. But Matt Hayden, 4 more turns before he sees that checkered flag. Working that Red Bull machine around. Jonesy right there in that 2 spot, and Thornton still in the 3. But it's going to be the man in the Red Bull machine. Hayden's going to get it done here tonight. Finished 3rd last week. Going to bring home the win here in Japan. Leaving U.S. grounds to grab a win, and he's going to do it. Hayden's going to pick up the win here tonight. Congratulations again to Hayden and the whole Red Bull team over there. Jonesy's going to bring it home in that P2 spot there. Great looking work there from the gray and blue machine.
All right, Matt,
Thornton.
no going backwards on the track this time.
Thornton's going to bring it out right here. Here comes Thornton. Going to bring it home in the P3 spot here. There you have it. That is your top 3 drivers out here tonight, boys. We're going to get post-race interviews set up here in just a second. All right, post-race interviews just ahead here. They're going to get themselves situated here. And a big win here again. That is your race winner right there. Matt Hayden bringing it home out here tonight. Fantastic work. Away from Arkansas, bringing it all the way to Japan. Going to be working his way around here. We'll get some interviews underway here in just a moment. 2nd place driver. There's Jones right there doing his thing. And we got Thornton. That's your top 3 here tonight. These guys will be coming back around here for some post-race interviews in just a second, folks. See if Hayden's going to burn it down for us here. But, man, what a race here tonight, Robert, between all these drivers.
Oh yeah, it was one good race there. There's a lot of hard racing, a lot of accidents. Stuff happens on track. You get heated a little bit. You may be mad after the race. Be like, look it back at it. Be like, yeah, it happened. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I said it was a tough break there for Rusty tonight. Yeah, he had the thing rolling, but like I said, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But like I said, Hayden's a proven driver out here in this league, and he's been getting it done week in and week out. So no surprise at him winning this here tonight. Like I said, finished P3 last week and finally bringing home the win here tonight. So we'll get these interviews underway here as soon as they get parked up here. We're going to start off with our third place driver. We're going to get Thornton up here in the booth with us, Robert. This should be exciting.
Oh yeah, it should be. I would love to hear from Hayden's point of view to hear tonight of what happened after we get through the rest of the interviews.
Absolutely, as we're going to get these guys lined up and ready to go. Thornton there bringing it home into P3 spot. Get that up here for you right here. There we go. There's Thornton. So we'll slide him up here in just a second and get his post-race interview underway here, guys. Give me just a second here with me. All right, let's go over to Discord and see if we can get Andrew Thornton come up here in the booth with us here in just a second. Let me get out here. Thornton here. Where are you at, Thornton? There you are. Let's move him up here a second here. Get Thornton in the booth. We got Andrew Thornton in the booth with us here.
How you doing, bud?
Hey, it's going great out here, man. How you doing tonight?
Well, I was feeling a little bit better, and then me and Doobie kind of made contact there, and I need to go back and look at that because it didn't give me any sort of collision, X count. So, for the love of God, I really hope that was net code, and if it wasn't, man, I'm really sorry, Doobie.
Yeah, it was quite a race you had out here tonight, man. Up to finishing it in the P3 spot here, and after the incident with Rusty and Hayden, you were able to slide up in there and take that number 3 spot as Rusty had to go to the pits and no way for him to recover. And yeah, the incident with you and Doobie, yeah, it was an exciting one. He went for a ride there, but other than that, man, break down your race here tonight.
Well, the entire game plan was stay smooth, consistent, grass is bad, oversteer is bad, understeer is bad, overbraking is bad with these cars, and combined with about the 7 times I've looped it to still finish third, I'll take being lucky over good any day.
Absolutely, that's what we were talking about. Lucky over good works any day of the week, especially when you're traveling outside the country and racing in Japan like you boys did here tonight. Great work, and who's some great sponsors you want to thank tonight, Andrew?
AMT Racing Services, that's my own shameless plug there. The B Main Bandits Racing League, and Eddie Jones over here with JBSRL.
All right, there you have it. Andrew Thornton getting it done here, P3 tonight. Great work, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
All right, there you have it. Andrew Thornton going to move himself down to the tech shed and find out if everything works out for him. We're going to get Jones here, the owner and operator of the league, working his way in here. We'll get him up here in the booth in just a second. We'll see if we can get Jones in here. Jones, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, what a break you had in this one here tonight. Hayden gets spun around. Rusty collides into him. The next thing you know, you went from 18 seconds back to being in P2. Break down your race here tonight, Jones.
I think it always is with the 79s, man. It's just a war of attrition. Trying to keep the car clean, keep it on track, and, Matt and Rusty, they handed me the win, and I handed it right back to Matt. I lost it coming out of 2, and I think I gained like 3 seconds on him on the last lap there. I definitely would have had him. It's just, me pushing too hard to pass him and made a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. As both those cars were injured, as we see here in the shot here, old Matt Hayden's wing in the front completely bent out of shape. But great work again from you and the whole team, moving up 1 spot from where you qualified. And who's some great sponsors you want to thank tonight, Jones?
I want to thank JR Button Boxes, ERS for the great setups. Nighthawk Motorsports are coming out here and, doing a great job on the broadcast. We always love having you guys. And, the amazing admin team that helps me put this all together.
Absolutely. And I've had a couple people asking me, hey, where can they get a hold of you at to be able to join this league?
You can get a hold of us on Discord or Facebook. You'll see tons of posts on the Jones BS Racing League Facebook page. Shoot me a DM on there, and I can get you all the information to hop on in here.
There you have it. Jones getting it done here tonight. P2, great work, buddy.
Hey, thank you, man.
All right, there you have it. Jones going to bring it home here. We'll get him down to the tech shed, and he'll get his car checked out here. We're going to look over here to your race winner here, Matt Hayden. He should be walking just now, getting out of the elevator here. It looks like he's going to stop by the snack bar. Hey, Hayden, you got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, well, not much, man. We just saw you get out of the elevator there, grab a couple snacks out of the bar, working your way in here. But great run out there tonight, man. Survival of the fittest. P3 last week, bringing home the win tonight, up 4 spots from where you qualified. It was a crazy one. Break it down for us, Hayden.
Yeah, I was gonna say I tried to put lipstick on a pig on that one because that was pretty ugly. But I first off, I want to apologize, Rusty. We had that little incident and got caught up. He was catching me, and I think before we got to the end, it was going to be kind of a battle with him. Track's hard. It's fast track. There's not a lot of grip, and so you got to carry a lot of momentum through the corners and kind of overdrive the car. And I had to back off some to try to hold on. And of course, it's like you go to back out and you get off your line and then you spin and then collect the second place guy. So, but it's a win. So.
Yeah, it's a win. Like I said, last week finishing P3, bringing home the win here tonight. Anytime you can collect the most valuable points, man, especially when you're doing it outside the country and racing over here in Japan. Great work again here tonight, Hayden. Who's them great sponsors make it possible?
I want to thank the guys, Checker Flag Motorsports. Again, Rusty got him collected. We were easily top 2 cars, and it ended up outside the podium for him, so that sucks. But shout out to my son Austin. His first day of school is in the morning tomorrow, so he may be watching right now, but it should be bedtime for him. And I want to thank Allie B. So thank you, guys.
Absolutely, and the son can watch it over on the YouTube channel. It'll be there for him to watch, Matt. Congratulations again on the big win tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, there you have it. Matt Hayden going down to the tech shed. And hopefully everybody has a good day at school tomorrow. If you're watching, man, good luck at school tomorrow. Hey, appreciate everybody out here tonight being a part of this with us, man. Nighthawk Motorsports Network coming on here, racing, doing the Jones Bullshit Racing League here tonight as we do every Wednesday night. So my pleasure. Robert Ballard Jr., it was an awesome pleasure to have you in the booth tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's always been a pleasure to be part of these broadcasts. I enjoy it. It's fun. I'm glad to be here, part of helping out with Jones BS Racing League with their awesome racing they do. They do a lot of good racing here tonight.
Absolutely. So that's going to end it from us here in Japan tonight. Hayden, your winner. Jones in the 2 and Andrew Thornton going to round out your top 3. We appreciate you.